Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by UNC Health Southeastern.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I am at UNC Health Southeastern and I'm joined by Dr. Asan. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I want you to tell everybody what you do here at UNC.
I am an interventional cardiologist. So what I do is that if somebody has a heart attack, I go in from their wrist or their leg artery, take my catheters to the heart, identify if there's a blockage, puts a wire through that, then balloon it open and put a stent over there.
So it's taken quite a bit of time to get to where you are today. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, I started at 17. I went to med school at the age of 17, became a physician at 22. Then I came to US, did some rotations and got matched into Creighton University Medical Center where I was an internal medicine resident for 3 years. I did chief residency in internal medicine over there. And after that, I was a cardiology fellow for 3 years at Iowa Heart in Des Moines, Iowa. Then I went to Baylor for my interventional cardiology fellowship, which I just finished in June of 2025. And now I'm a full-blown interventional cardiologist serving the community of Lumberton.
Well, we're so happy to have you here in Lumberton. I want you to talk to people about what warning signs they might need to come and see you.
So specifically saying if they have chest pain, a pain which is like tightness, squeezing, or an elephant sitting on your chest, going to your arm, neck, or jaw is something that should be concerning for heart attack. I know that people say that it could be heartburn, it could be a lot of other things, but what I say to my patients is that heartburns are not going to kill you, but heart attack is going to kill you. So if you have that, you need to come see the ED so that we make sure that you don't have the heart attack. And if that's the case, then it's well and good. We'll treat your heartburn.
What are the treatments that you offer here?
So, heart attack care has evolved a lot in the last 3 decades. And now we are at the epitome of interventional cardiology. We can take care of every sort of heart attack that presents to us. So what we do is anybody who comes with chest pain through the EMS or through their own car to the ED, within 10 minutes we get an EKG to identify that they are not having heart attack. And if they are having heart attack within the next 90 minutes, the interventional cardiology team takes you to the cath lab where an interventional cardiologist like me open up your blockage within the 90 minutes. So that's the acute phase. Once that blockage is open, then we have to identify that you do not have permanent damage to the heart, and we observe you for 48 hours that you're not having any bad rhythms of the heart. We start you on good medications for your blood pressure, for your cholesterol, for your diabetes, and once you get a stent, you need to be on 2 blood thinners for a year. Over there, for the next 3 months, we build up your exercise capacity. You go in and do rehab for 3 times a week, and at the end of the day we build your exercise capacity back to where you are normal.
Another great part of having you here for our viewers is that you're offering new treatments that you can't get other places.
Yes, so during the part of my fellowship, I was part of trials in Baylor, and thanks to my mentors, they helped me learn all those things. So if you have high blood pressure and you're on 3-4 medications, we can do renal denervation, where we ablate the nerves in the arteries of the kidneys, and that decreases blood pressure and need for medicines over the span of time. Similarly, we have developed drug-coated balloons which were approved by FDA in April of 2024, and as my mentor was part of those trials, I was able to learn how to do them, and now I can offer those over here that if somebody has a stent, I do not need to put another stent, and I can offer these drug-coated balloons into their heart arteries, which will help them get better and not needing another stent, which can lead to blockage earlier. Similarly, we are bringing calcium score and coronary calcium CTs to identify the disease early so that we help the community that it does not progress, and people who have disease, we help treat that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, where can our viewers go to learn more information about all of this?
So for the viewers, if you want to learn about all of this, you should go to unchealthsoutheastern.org.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by UNC Health Southeastern.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Guys, this is such a treat. I am joined by Ranger Mike, and we are at Atalaya Castle. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. So good to see you.
I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. I want you to tell me all about this place, and it's so rich in history.
Indeed, it is. In fact, this is it's a National Historic Landmark.
Yeah.
One of only two that we have in the South Carolina State Park Service.
All right, so tell me the story.
So this was the winter home of Archer and Anna Hyatt Huntington. Those are the people who built Brookery Gardens, which is literally right across the street. Anna was a world-famous sculptor who made a self-made woman. She was considered probably the 10th wealthiest self-made woman in the country at the time she married her husband, Archer Huntington. Archer was one of the wealthiest men in the country. He'd inherited a vast fortune from his father, Hollis B. Huntington. Made the original Huntington family fortune with California Gold Rush, selling supplies to folks hoping to buy gold. Turns out that's where the real money was. Then invested that into Transcontinental Railroad, helping to build the first railroad, unite east and west coast of the country together, and then invested in the Newport News shipyard. So Archer's his only son inherited this vast fortune from his father.
And clearly he did a pretty good job spending some of that.
He did. In fact,
I might say so.
yeah, so Archer actually devoted his whole life to philanthropy, giving that fortune away.
Yeah.
He used to joke about himself that wherever he put his foot down, a museum was shortage to string on. That was kind of his hobby.
Yeah.
In addition to building Brookery Gardens, he also built the Mariner Museum in Newport News and the American Hispanic Society Museum in New York City.
That's incredible. And to think we have this gorgeous structure now to come here and enjoy. It's a little different than it probably was back in the day when they were living here.
A little bit, yeah. So what actually brought the Huntingtons to South Carolina? They had very fine estates in New York and Connecticut. But shortly after they were married, Anna had been diagnosed with tuberculosis. So it was actually a search for health in a warmer climate that brought the Huntingtons originally to South Carolina, which still brings a lot of folks here. And nowadays, that huge chunk of land is now mostly Brookery Gardens, but 2,500 acres on the east side of Highway 17 became Huntington Beach State Park in 1960. And then also parts of the land that they own on Sadie Island and the Waccamaw River are now parts of the Waccamaw Wildlife Refuge.
Wow. And you can come and see this castle today, but what is there actually to tour?
So the Atalaya Castle, which, by the way, castle is what everybody in the community called the building. It's not what they simply refer to it as Atalaya, which is Spanish for watchtower, by the way. And it refers to the very literal centerpiece of the building right behind us. Having never lived in the South before, the Huntingtons were very concerned about mosquitoes. So they built a watchtower that was really a water tower that was also meant to double as a giant bat house. They wanted bats to live in the watchtower. They wanted those bats come flying out every night eating the mosquitoes, and they figured that would solve the problem. But honestly, they hit on a more practical way of avoiding mosquitoes. That is, they just went visit in the winter times. It's never that big of an issue.
You can't really avoid the mosquitoes here in the South End.
Unless you only visit in the winter.
True. All right, Ranger Mike, I appreciate you talking to me about this. Where can people go to get tickets? Do they have to get them here? Can they get them online? How does all that?
So the admission into Atalaya is separate from the park admission. So the admission into Atalaya is $2 per person. Atalaya during the warmer months is open from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And you can buy your tickets right here at the building. Throughout the summer, there will be guided tours of Atalaya on weekdays at 2 p.m. and on Saturdays at
This story is sponsored by SC Needs Help. Well, thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I have the treat of being joined in studio by Philip from SC Needs Help. How you doing, man?
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing great. All right, tell me all about what you guys do. This was founded in 2018, but it's really turned into something much bigger.
Yeah, SC
since
Needs
then.
Help really started as helping out the flood victims. In the big floods of 2018, we started off with a warehouse and just getting gear for people and equipment and food and non-perishable items that they needed, and it's morphed into something much bigger than that. And now we're just trying to help people year-round, not just when there is a big event.
I love it. Adapting to whatever people need.
Absolutely.
At the given time. So what's on the docket?
In March, it's a great event, raises most of the money for the year. Our president, Andy Kemp, just does a really good job at it. He's a barbecue connoisseur, and so he kind of created the event, and we started out raising money for people in need, and now we use this event to fund our entire year.
So give me kind of an idea of what you guys do with the funds that you receive.
Well, just in the past year, we've adopted 50 kids from the Angel Tree program. So we're going to take care of 50 kids for Christmas 2023. And we have sent a family to Disney. Their father passed away unexpectedly. We sent the family to Disney. We purchased a vehicle for somebody that was in need out in Conway. So we just, whatever we can do to help, there's little things that you can do to help people to change their lives drastically. And as a community, we're able to do that as a team.
What has been the most memorable moment for you?
I think for me, the first smoke out at the boathouse was for Andre Pope. And Andre was diagnosed with cancer, and he was able to enjoy that event before unfortunately he passed away. But he was able to be there, shake people's hands, and see the event in action, which I think that is really, that's really important. Just a very special moment and a life-changing moment for me as well.
I was going to say, if somebody's watching this right now and wants to help out, wants to get involved, how can they do that?
Go on the web, scneedshelp.org. That will take you to a donations tab or a contact tab, and just send us a message, and we'd love for you to get involved.
Well, today we're talking about one of my favorite topics, ice cream, and I'm joined by Chris. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine today.
All right, you guys are Island Treats here on Pawleys Island. Tell me about what you guys offer here.
38 different flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, hot dogs,
A little bit of everything.
pizza, everything.
Love that. And you guys are a mom and pop shop. You've been here for 7 years, a staple here in the community. What's it like being able to see the smiling faces come through every season and off season as well?
Off season because we're open all year long, same hours, everything. So people don't think people come in for ice cream during January and February, but they do because we have a lot of snowbirds that come down. So, but yeah, it's fantastic to see everybody come in. The kids got the play deck out here to play on and everything, and it just keeps them entertained, and ice cream's a favorite for everybody.
Indeed it is. I was going to say, this is such a pretty location. You guys are right on this little, is it a pond?
It's a little pond,
Little
yes.
pond right here. And kids are able, or adults, are able to feed the ducks and geese?
Ducks, geese, koi fish,
Ooh.
turtles. We got a little bit of everything in the pond.
What is y'all's goal with this business?
Serve God. You come in and people write their Bible verses and everything. When we moved here, we prayed, we did a fast to come here to have Him show us what we're supposed to do. We praise Him for everything that we have.
7 years later, it's definitely worked out well, huh?
It's a blessing.
So one thing you guys do is you want people to be able to enjoy as much as they want to, right?
Correct. When you come in, we have so many flavors that a lot of times it's hard to choose. So we'll let you taste whatever you want. We'll mix and match anything you want into one scoop. If you want 2 flavors, 3 flavors, we could turn that into one scoop for you.
Beautiful, because sometimes you just can't choose. It's so hard.
No, you want to try everything and eat everything.
All right, perfect. I definitely want to do that right after we're done here, but where can people find you guys? What's your address?
We're located in the Island Shops in Pawleys Island.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by 5 Star Painting. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today in the studio, I have Scott and Ashley from 5 Star Painting. Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. Okay, we want to get to know you guys and, learn why you started this company, why you got involved. So tell me your story.
All right. Back in June of 2024, we started up 5 Star Painting, and it was going smoothly. And then in December, we decided we needed to branch out and bring somebody in to do more of the marketing aspect. And that's where we brought Ashley in to start doing it.
Okay, so Ashley, what do you do with 5 Star Painting?
So I handle all like the marketing and the networking for the business, being really the face of the business out in the community, out at events and networking groups. Being involved in the community is like something really big for us. It's something personal for myself. Since I was younger, my mom used to make us go out and, feed the homeless and stuff like that. So being able to do that within my role just satisfies something in me personally and professionally as well.
I love that. Well, tell me more about 5 Star Painting and what you guys offer.
Yeah, so we do interior and exterior residential and commercial painting services, whether that's just painting walls, stucco repair, or deck staining. Those are some of the things that we do.
I'm sure there's a long list, so you could probably tell me some more things you do as well.
Popcorn, ceiling removal.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, patching holes, replacing sheetrock, doors, trims, baseboards, cabinets.
I was gonna ask cabinets.
Yes.
That's one that you don't want to paint on your own, folks.
Yes.
Yep. More details in that than you would assume.
And what do you think sets you guys apart from other places?
I think what sets us apart is having a dedicated project manager on site. We don't just drop people off and hope for the best. Our project manager, Scott, he is involved when the project starts. He checks on the job every single day to make sure it's going good, communication with the client and the crew to make sure they're completely satisfied. And the very end, we do a final walkthrough. With the client. If they point anything out, we make sure to rectify it. We try to catch it beforehand, which is why we're there every single day. But we don't ask for payment until they're completely satisfied with the project. And I think that is a lot. It makes us, definitely sets us apart from other companies.
Yeah, and I always think about this, that whenever you're painting a room, it really transforms that room. It really makes you feel like you're in a different space. So what is that like whenever you're able to see like the customer reaction to stuff?
It's a great feeling because you're bringing their reality to life. It's what they wanted. So it feels good to make sure that they're satisfied.
Well, maybe you could tell me a little bit more about your involvement in the community or what you've been up to recently.
We sponsored a hole at a tournament for another, actually Kiwanis club for Carolina Forest. We sponsored the hole and we actually played, well, they played for the golf tournament. I did not play. And they had a lot of fun. Something, a good way to like give back for sure. We've sponsored like a thing for Helping Hands of Myrtle Beach. What else have we've done?
We
a
have
lot.
another tournament we sponsored.
Yeah, we're sponsoring another tournament in November. Just anything. We volunteered at Neighbor to Neighbor. They had like a big fundraising thing that you had to like bail someone out. And I was stuck. Yeah, it was actually really fun. They took like pictures, like fake mugshot pictures, and you're going to jail. I think that was like my favorite one. And then we did one for Habitat for Humanity. And we got to learn, like I'm a female, I'm not really like a carpenter, so I actually got to learn things hands-on there. You didn't have to have any experience, but it was a great time to be able to help someone else,
That is awesome. Well, where can you guys learn more information about y'all?
So you could go on our website, 5starpainting.com, or on our Facebook page, 5 Star Painting of Myrtle Beach. It has all our information there. You could book an estimate with a click of a button, and the estimates are free as well. So there is no obligation.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by 5 Star Painting.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.